What's up, y'all? It's your boy JJo Fitman, and I'm back at it again with another video. And today I'm gonna give y'all some value in education. I'm gonna be showing y'all my 10 favorite pull-up variations, guys. This is body weight training, and you can get very creative with it. So let's vary up the training and let's get straight to it. So guys, the first variation I'm gonna show y'all is what's called the muscle up, guys. So before I even explain it, I'm just gonna show y'all what a few reps look like. Pay close attention, and then we'll get into the explanation. So here we go. All right, guys, so that's the muscle up, and that's what it's supposed to look like. So essentially, the muscle up is an explosive exercise that works the back, lats, chest, and triceps, guys. On the pull motion, what you see is the lats being activated as well as the back. And when you throw up and do the dip motion, your chest and triceps are being activated. Now, guys, listen, if you can do a solid 10 pull-ups straight, you're now ready to be able to begin muscle ups, okay? At that point, it is purely form, all right? You use your momentum on the backswing, pull up and around the bar, chest comes over, push up through the dip, okay? Love muscle ups, add that to your workout routine, guys. Next variation I'm gonna show y'all engages the core, guys. So, pay close attention. These are called couch pulls, all right, guys? So, pay close attention. And if my camera lady, do front view and then also do a little bit of side view so they can see what I'm doing. But I'm gonna show y'all what a few reps looks like, and then I'm gonna kind of explain it. So here we go. Alright, guys, so that is what's called couch pulls, guys. So with couch pulls, what you get is you get massive core engagement with your pull. So this middle part of your core right here, which anatomically is called the rectus abdominis, is being worked because you have to hold your legs up as you're pulling. So you're basically doing an inverted row, but your legs are not on the ground. They're up and you're holding them up the whole time. Each rep, you're holding your legs up. The goal is to row yourself up to where your chest touches the bar. I haven't even got to the level where I can get my chest to touch the bar. I can go a little over halfway. But it is a great variation to change up your training and a great variation to work on your pull strength because you cannot use any momentum whatsoever, guys. So definitely incorporate that one in your workout routine. We're gonna continue on to the next variation, guys. The next variation we're gonna do is what's called explosive pulls, guys. So explosive pulls is training for muscle ups. I'm gonna show y'all what a few reps look like, and then after that I'm gonna explain it, all right? So here we go. All right, guys, so y'all saw that right there. That was what was called explosive pulls. As you could see with what I was doing, my chest was hitting the middle of the bar, okay? So on explosive pulls, what you're doing is you use a little momentum on this exercise. You're gonna use your momentum and your pulling strength to get your chest to hit the bar. Now, as you begin to get more comfortable with your chest hitting the bar, it's essentially like training for a muscle up because you're working on getting your chest up and over that bar. It's a great way to kind of change up the variation and confuse your body's muscles a little bit just because you're doing something other than just a regular pull-up. So again, incorporate that one into your workout routine, guys. Let's get it, let's go. Next variation we're gonna go into, guys, training for a one-arm pull-up. These are called archer pull-ups. So pay close attention. I'm gonna go through it again, explain it right after, all right? So here we go. Archer pulls. Yes, sir. All right, so archer pulls, guys. What y'all just saw, what was called an archer pull-up. So with archer pull-ups, it's almost essentially like you're using one arm. So you're pulling with one arm, the other arm stays completely straight, okay? You're coming back down. Pulling with the other arm stays completely straight, coming back down. This begins to help you train to being able to eventually get one arm pull-ups. It is a massive, massive pulling exercise that really, really works that pulling strength because you only get to use one arm. So definitely add that to your workout routine. If you're not yet ready to be able to add the archers, you can use bands, tie them up to the top of the bar and get them to assist you, or you can get your legs back and have somebody assist you just slightly through the movement. So that way you can be able to complete it, but still kind of get used to the motion. So add that one to y'all's workout routine. We're gonna go ahead and move right into the next one. This next one, guys, is what's called 6-inch pulls, or in other words, it's called V-sit pull-ups, basically. So V-sits are another massive core engagement exercise. I'm gonna show y'all a few reps, and then I'm just gonna explain it to y'all. So if you can get front view first, then hit the side view. Let's get straight to it. V-sits. So guys, as y'all can see, with V-sit pull-ups, it engages your core massively. So what you're wanting to do is you're wanting to take your legs out, keep them at a completely straight angle while pulling up on the bar. This movement engages a lot of muscles, guys. The rectus abdominis, front abs, obliques being engaged, and then your lats and back are being massively engaged in that whole exercise. Not only are those muscles being engaged, but because your legs are being held up and you're focusing on your core, you're not really able to use swing or momentum. So it works just on your pulling strength in a massive way because it eliminates that lower half, lower body momentum that you can be able to use. So add that one to your workout routine. If you are not able to hold your legs out straight yet, there are variations to work up to that, to where you can come here and you just hold your legs up like this, pull up like that, and you hold your legs up and slowly work them out to where until you feel comfortable with being able to hold your legs out straight, because you want to make sure your legs are held out straight. So the next one that we're going to get into is just close grip pull-ups. All right, close grip pull-ups. So I'm just going to do a few reps and then kind of explain what the point is behind that. All right, so here we go, close grip. All right, guys, so that's close grip pull-ups. So that's another good variation change, almost kind of like diamond push-ups, how they make the variation a little harder. The closer your hands are together, the harder the movement is, because the further your arms actually have to go. The reason for this is because if you have your arms closer together, your range of motion when you come down is much further, and it just eliminates that wide grip to where you can kind of shorten the range of motion. So this is a great way to incorporate your biceps and forearms into your pull-up motion. It works biceps and forearms almost just as much as you work your back. So incorporate that one into your workout routine. Let's get it, let's go. We moving straight on to the next one, guys. So next, regular pulls, guys. So I'm just gonna do a few, and we love to keep them clean. Yo, everybody listen up real fast. With regular pull-ups, look, shorties do have their place, but nothing beats full range of motion, good regular pull-ups. Really focus on getting the full range of motion in and making sure that you can do regular pull-ups, okay? So I'm just gonna show y'all a little bit of what that looks like, and then we'll continue to move on. So here we go. All right, guys, so as y'all can see, full range of motion pull-ups, all right? This exercise is lat killer. Especially if you're using full range of motion, you will feel the damage done in your lats. What are our lats? Our lats are these wings that bodybuilders get. You know what I'm saying? Right here, these are called the lats, latissimus dorsi. So when you get your full range of motion in on your pull-ups, what you're doing is you're massively working the lats. When you do shorties, what you're actually doing is putting a lot of tension on the biceps, really more than anything, to be honest with you. If you're really looking to work the lats, and you're really looking to get great pulling strength, make sure that you're using full range of motion No swinging, no kipping, none of that nonsense. We're getting full range of motion in. So let's move right on to the next one. Let's go. Next variation, guys, is called chin-ups, all right? So we've got the chin-ups going next. Now this exercise, it largely incorporates the biceps. So it's a pulling exercise, but the biceps, you know what I'm saying, are heavily engaged in this exercise, okay? So I'm just gonna show y'all a little bit of what it looks like, and then we're gonna get straight into the next one. So you get your hands nice and close together, or you can honestly have them shoulder width apart. So, as you can see with that motion, with your hands being supinated or open like this, okay, your biceps are largely involved in the movement, because as I'm pulling, I'm putting tension on these biceps, but I'm also working the back at the same time. Anything that's a pulling motion is gonna incorporate your back. So chin-ups are a great exercise. They're also actually easier than pull-ups. So if you're a beginner and you're kind of wanting to build up to doing pull-ups, first variation, definitely try chin-ups, okay? And honestly, if you're a beginner, there's another variation that I'm gonna show y'all here in a minute that's gonna work your pulling strength up enough to where you won't have to have assistance when you're trying to do pull-ups or chin-ups. So this next one we're gonna get into is an isometric exercise, which for everybody that doesn't know what isometric is muscle tension without contracting, without having a concentric contraction or an eccentric contraction, which means without the muscle shortening or lengthening. You're holding it and having time under tension at a specific point. So I'm gonna show y'all what I mean, these isometric pulls. Here we go. So pay close attention, come up, hold. So guys, that's what's called an isometric contraction. As you can see, I had my arms at a 90-degree angle just about, and I had tension, which was being put on my biceps and back, but I wasn't actively shortening the muscle by pulling in or by having an eccentric contraction and lengthening my muscle. So it was an isometric contraction. Now guys, I will say that isometric contractions are usually, if you want to hold them for any length of time, you want to be able to have the strength to do just regular pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? But they're a great way to build your strength through either the top end or bottom end of your motion, all right? So definitely incorporate those into your workouts. Let's get it, let's go, guys. I've got one more variation for you guys, and this variation is actually not gonna be on top of the bar, but it's more of a beginner set. So we're gonna take a journey, over to these bars over here, you know what I'm saying? Big back stuff, you know what I'm saying? All right, so here we go. So if you could just get the side view for me real quick. So what we're gonna have here is what's called inverted rows. This was the beginning exercise. This was the beginning exercise that I was talking about that is really gonna help you build up to having your pull-up strength, like basically your pulling strength, strong enough to do just regular pull-ups. So this is what it looks like, guys. And you can do this at different angles, but to get it to pull-up level, you're gonna eventually wanna be able to do it off the floor, okay? So inverted rows. You're just gonna come here, your back will be on the ground, you'll lay flat, completely on the ground like so. You're pulling all the way up until your chest hits the middle of the bar. So we're here, boom, boom. So, with that one, guys, that's a great exercise just to continue to build up your pulling strength to eventually be able to get you to the point to where you can actually do regular pull-ups, okay? So remember that with all of these pulling exercises that I've showed y'all today, they can all be incorporated into your workout in different facets. Some of them were intermediate level skills, some of them like inverted rows were beginning level skills. But what I'm trying to show y'all is that it's not inherently necessary to have equipment or a gym to get active pull work in. As long as you have some bars in your body, you can be hyper efficient in what you're trying to get done. Y'all make sure to try these different variations out. I'm gonna continue putting out inspirational and educational content for y'all, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Again, I thank y'all for 100+ subscribers. We're at 120, so continue and comment down below any more videos that you'd like to see or anything else that you'd like to know. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. We out of here. Ah!